everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a first impression on the Lolita palette the Kat Von D recently released. I own quite a few Kat Von D palettes, so I kind of know what the formula is like. This is what the inside looks like. It makes me think of the Plum palette quite a bit, which she discontinued, I guess. If you're wondering, I'm wearing Lolita blush on my cheeks, and on my lips I'm wearing Lolita 2. For my highlighter, I am wearing Thunderstruck and the Metal Crush palette by Kat Von D. To start my look, I'm gonna go into the lightest shade right there, and I'm going to put that on my inner corner to set the concealer there. That is quite pigmented, which I like. All of these are matte shadows, so if you don't like mattes, this would not be the palette for you. This color is a very pink toned white shade, but it leans way more pink. I'm also gonna bring this into under my brow bone. Pretty shaky today, so I don't know how well this look will turn out. Taking my JH33, I'm going to take their Bestios, and I'm just gonna build that into my crease as a transition. This is a beautiful shade. Wow, that's nice. That is a beautiful shade. Next, I'm going to take my JH34 and I'm just going to blend that out. I think that since there's so many purple tones in this palette will be especially good for people with green eyes like myself. But I think that any eye color can rock any type of eyeshadow. I'm going to take my JH30 and I'm just going to buff that out, just to blend it more seamlessly. It's definitely a good transition shade, and I think you can probably build it up and it'll be perfect. Going back in with the same JH33 brush, I'm going to take the third shadow and I'm just going to put that on my outer corner. I'm just going to lightly... Wow. That is pigmented. And we're just going to blend that into the outer half of the crease. Lolita blush / shadow is definitely one that is intense. As you guys can see, I normally wouldn't wear a blush this intense, but Lolita is a very pretty color. And I'm also going to compare the shadow in the palette to the blush shade, because I think the shadow in the palette is a little bit lighter in tone. If you're wondering if Lolita blush and the shadow in the Lolita palette are the same, they are like very, 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 very similar. Like, I can only see that the blush is just a wee bit darker, but besides that they are the same. Wow, that is beautiful, and it's blending out really nice as well. I'm going to go back in with my JH30 and blend out the edges. Once again, this is a clean brush. This is my favorite brush to blend out the edges of all my looks. I think I'm going to take the shade Lolita now, and I'm going to pat that onto the inner half of my lid. So I'm going to take my JH41 and I'm just going to take Lolita and pat that on the lid, blending slightly upwards into the crease and to the outer corner. And I'm going to go back in with Ricardo's on my JH33 again, and I'm just going to build up the outer corner a little bit more and blend into Lolita this time. I'm going to take my JH30 and just blend those two shadows together up into the crease. Make sure to blend down towards the lower lash line so that everything is seamless. And what you want to do when you're blending, you want to do circular motions and windshield wiper motions and not just one or the other. This look is blending so beautifully. For my lower lash line, I'm going to take Corazon, that pretty purple shade, and I'm going to start that on the lower lash line. I'm going to first go in with the first two shades just to kind of put a transition in. The lightest shade is going to go by the inner corner. I'm going to go put mascara on and come back with my final. So this is the finished eye look. Overall, I think that if you want a palette that is purple toned with a lot of neutral-ish shades, I would definitely go for this. This has a little bit of a more warmer selection than cool tones, so keep that in mind. Also keep in mind that the Shadow Lolita is the exact same as the blush single, so if you're just kind of wanting to get the palette mainly for Lolita, I definitely just go buy the single. But personally, I think I'll get a ton of use out of this palette because I love purple eyeshadows. I think they make my eyes look amazing, and personally this formula is amazing. I love Kat Von D mattes. They blended beautifully. I didn't really have to work with them. They just kind of blended on their own, and the color selection is definitely up my alley. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, make sure to comment down below any videos you'd like me to do. Make sure to subscribe and go follow my Instagram, Makeup by Tasha XO, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.